Thank you so much for being here today, Jesse, and congrats on the success of Neutral.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So what inspired you to start a skincare line in the first place?
Well, you know, my mom got me into skincare at a very young age. I had acne as a teenager, like many of us do. I actually had a reoccurrence of that acne in my early 20s when I got into the entertainment industry. I took Accutane back in the day, which, you know, isn't the best drug to be taking for your skin, but because I was dealing with that, you know, I gained a certain knowledge about various different products and different topicals, which were effective, which were not, you know, ingredients like glycolic acid and hyaluronic acid. And then cut to, you know, 20 years later, you know, I'm 40 years old and I'm being asked all the time about my skincare routine. People complimenting my skin, saying, "Oh my God, you have such beautiful skin." I was like, "Well, I didn't always have such great skin." And then it kind of clicked, like, "Hey, maybe I could develop a line. You know, maybe this would be an authentic extension of my brand." And here's Neutral.
How long did it take to develop?
It took 2.5 years
Wow.
to formulate the products and develop the brand and bring it to market. Luckily, people seem to trust me as someone who's developed a line. I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge about skincare. I've been gifted every product under the sun, you know, and I've taken the things that I felt like were effective, you know, for me, and discarded the rest, you know, and developed a very simple, gender-neutral line that has no silicones, no parabens, no fragrances. It's great for all skin types. It's lab grade and incredibly effective with some cutting-edge peptide complexes. So.
And I know we were just talking about the beautiful, like, minimalist packaging. What inspired the name Neutral? Was it from, like, the gender neutral aspect?
Yeah. I mean, that it was, you know, both for men and women, that it was gender neutral. But I also like the idea of it being somewhat like carbon neutral. You know, expressing that it was very clean.
Because you've worked with nonprofits as well, right, in like the environment space?
Well, yeah. I mean, we actually have a partnership with the Water Project, you know, which makes you know, clean water available to people in sub-Saharan Africa. A portion of all of our sales go to that nonprofit.
That's incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know you mentioned struggling with acne as a teen. What advice do you have to people who might still be struggling with that today?
Well,
now that you're a skincare founder.
What advice can I give? I mean, you know, when you're struggling with acne, I mean, there's literally nothing worse. You know, it really erodes your self-confidence.
Yeah.
But using a product that's not going to, you know, exacerbate your acne, you know, that's not going to inflame your acne, is very important. You know, and these products are very calming to the skin, very anti-inflammatory. We have a lot of great ingredients, you know, like aloe vera, eucalyptus oil, zinc, you know, that really calm the skin.
And I know you said that you've gotten a lot of different products to try over the years, and you've been in so many iconic shows too. Have you picked up any like beauty hacks from working with so many different makeup artists over the years, or skincare hacks?
You know, obviously I've worked with a lot of makeup artists that have incredible knowledge about skincare. You know, and I've also worked with some, you know, pretty big brands in skincare. And that's what another thing that was the impetus of me starting this line, you know, is I felt like I had something to contribute. Yeah. Specific hacks, you know, one hack in particular, we have our daily exfoliating cleanser cleanses using the power of glycolic acid. You know, so if you're using a glycolic acid product, you really need to let that sit on your skin for at least 2 to 3 minutes. So specifically when using our cleanser, we recommend that people do like circular motions on their skin for 2 to 3 minutes, not just put the product on for like 30 seconds and wash it off.
Have you sent the line to any of your, you know, former co-stars and other people like that from the industry?
I've kind of sent the line to everybody. Yeah, luckily I have a lot of you know, friends that are in beauty, friends that are in the industry, influencer friends.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have, you know, really come supported me and have posted for me, which I'm so appreciative of. But the line's being received really well. Yeah.
Is there anybody in that group of people that you were particularly surprised or excited to hear a rave review from?
Well, I mean, I was surprised that Michael Strahan posted. Tamron's posted for me. I mean, there's a lot of great people that have shown support for the line. So
it's a big testament when people who spend their whole day on camera are using your skincare products.
Absolutely. I'm very grateful.
Speaking of that, do you have a favorite product from the line if you had to pick one?
Well, yeah, I think the hero product's really the anti-aging under eye serum. There's 2 peptide complexes in the anti-aging under eye serum: argireline, which relaxes muscle tension in the face. And you can actually, feel that working as soon as you put it on your under eyes. There's a lot of products that tighten the under eyes, but some of those products tighten your under eyes too much, and it's almost like uncomfortable. You feel like you can't blink. This is a little more subtle. We also have another peptide complex called Matrixyl 3000, which is a cell signaling peptide. Okay, it signals the fibroblast cells in your skin to naturally produce more collagen. And this has actually been proven in studies to boost collagen production by up to 350%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know that there's so many different skincare trends and treatments always going around in Hollywood. As somebody who has a skincare brand that's all about sort of simplifying the process, are there any trends that you hope we kind of stop seeing in 2026 when it comes to beauty or skincare?
Well, I think just people use a lot of these buzzwords and a lot of these trends as marketing drivers, and they're basically lying to the consumer, and that's why I developed this line, because I wanted something that was simple but effective. I wanted to sell products that actually work and that are not detrimental, to your skin in any way.
Makes sense. And then I know that all your favorite products, of course, are from Neutral, but for our 6-pick series on page 6, we ask celebrities what their 6 favorite products are and what they love about each. So what are 5 other products that you swear by? And it doesn't have to be skincare, obviously.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I love Solomon sneakers. I like the XT6s. I just think they're great. I love the way they're designed. They're amazing. I have them in like every colorway. Byredo makes a perfume, a cologne called Mojave Ghost. It's a unisex fragrance that my girlfriend and I share, and it is so incredible smelling. I don't know, there's just something about it. I literally wear it like almost every day.
Nice. I'm wearing a Byredo perfume right now,
they
actually.
Make great
they last
fragrances.
a long time.
And they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a lot of bang for your buck there.
You do, you do.
I also love, I love Kith as a brand, and I really love their underwear, actually. They do a collab with Calvin Klein, the Kith Calvin Klein boxer briefs. I think they're great. Yeah.
And you have the Kith jacket on.
I got the
today,
Kith
too.
jacket on right now. Yeah, it's an incredible brand, super high quality. The price point's not too insane.
Yeah.
It's accessible, so I think that's part of the reason why they've been so successful. I really love this supplement, E27 Liquid Collagen by Spoiled Child. I drink it every single day. I love the idea of collagen working from the inside out along with a topical that promotes collagen production. Obviously great for your hair, skin, and nails. And I don't go anywhere without the MCM Weekender bag. I'm taking all these trips to New York to do all these editor meetings promoting neutral skin, and my favorite carry-on is this bag in cognac, and it also matches the interior of my Porsche. So.
Oh, nice! And you got to have something to carry the neutral in
Absolutely.
style.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of style, I feel like the internet right now is all about nostalgia, whether it's like 2016 or 2006.
Yeah.
So do you have any fashion moments you remember from earlier in your career that you maybe either regret or would wear again today that stand out to you?
Most of my fashion moments from my early career I regret. The graphic tees were pretty big back then in the early 2000s, and I just can't imagine myself wearing that now or ever again. Oversized is back. Things were pretty oversized back in the early 2000s too. But hopefully we're kind of coming to the end of the crazy oversized trend, because I think a classic fit, is a little more flattering.
Makes sense. And you have been in the spotlight a while, so I'd love to ask with the skincare as well, how has it been sort of growing up in front of the camera when it comes to like Hollywood's impossible standards that they have for everyone? How has your beauty philosophy kind of evolved over the years?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Not only just keeping your skin clear and fresh and trying to look youthful, but also staying in shape. Especially as I've gotten into my 40s, it's a little bit more challenging. So I've tried to figure out some different fitness and health and wellness hacks that can help me achieve my goals. And honestly, I think I'm really in the best shape of my life right now. But it's been a lot of hard work, that's for sure.
No, well, you're truly ageless. The skincare, you're like glowing in the studio lights. So, do you have any big goals for Neutral in the new year that you can share, or for yourself and other projects?
I have some huge goals this year. One of which is, really growing this company. It's definitely a labor of love. But also, hopefully booking a new television series, getting on a hot new series would be incredible. And just like personal development, just being a better person every single day, and trying to give back. And actually, probably my biggest New Year's resolution is to complain a little less. Because I think when you're not complaining and you're putting yourself, when you have more of a focus on gratitude, I think more things come to you, and you're just all around happier.
Maybe your skin is glowing more too with
I
inside
would say
out.
so, yeah.
Speaking of the TV projects, I know I was listening to a podcast interview you'd done to prepare for this in like 2024, I think, with Tori Spelling, where you were talking about what you would envision if John Tucker Must Die had like a reboot or a sequel. Have there been any updates on that front that you're able to share?
Honestly, not really. I mean, there is a script, and it's over at 20th Century Fox, and I've read the script, and I think it's pretty good, and some of the original cast members, including myself, have come forward and said we'd participate, but hasn't really gotten over the finish line just yet. But who knows?
Well, you're covered for on-set skincare if it
Exactly.
does come back. You can stock all the makeup artists.
For sure.